This conference will now be recorded.
In the screen. Cool. So here we create yeah. Cool. It's like yeah. So this is our first class. So first thing is my screen is visible. Can make it little interactive so that things will be clear. Is it my screen is visible for you guys? Is it my voice is clear? Both can someone confirm please? Once again.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yes, this is a program which is in the demonstration I have explained what are the things we are going to cover. As a first thing is the first class we need to ensure so whenever we are learning any programming language, so we need to do the dev environment ready. So first we have to do the dev setup. Once you are done with that, then we can get started with the program. So when it comes to the uh, dev environment, so in our mission also we should install the required softwares. The required softwares, first thing is we need to install is one is JDK, and you guys can go with the JDK latest version. Either 21 is the latest version as of today, and in 6 months or down the line, you every 6 months they are releasing the new version. They are releasing whenever they release a new version, we can upgrade your JDK and you can see what are the new features they added. The second thing is one IDE you need to install here. Okay, one IDE you take that here. This is the IDE. So uh, IDE we are going to use the IntelliJ. We are going to use it here. IntelliJ IDE we are going to use it here. So once you have install IDE and this, and then there is something called the Maven. Okay, this is another one. We are going to install the Maven and the JIT. These are the four things it's required. One JDK you are going to install, IDE, Maven, and JIT you are going to install. So, and here when you are installing the JIT, if you don't have the GitHub account, please create a GitHub account. You create okay, one GitHub account you create so that now by going to the github.com. So you create a GitHub account. You create so that the code whatever you are developing from the day one you are going to push that code to the Git. GitHub we are going to push that code. So here JDK, whether JDK is installed or not, we can verify in your machine. So by opening the command prompt, in my case, I'm going to open the terminal. Let me see this here, Java -v, if I type that here, Java minus version, Java hyphen version, if I say that here, which is going to tell that here, hey, I'm using the JDK 21, I'm using here. JDK 21 I'm using here. So to get that JDK, the version, you can go to this is a place where you are going to say it as a JDK download. So you just Google it for that and you will get the JDK. It is available, currently it is available for in India, it's a 21, it is available. Okay, JDK 21 it is available. Depends on the your operating system. You can choose the that particular package. We can see you can choose that here. And if you're using the Linux or if you're using the Mac users, just you can go to the Mac users. What is that? The version is what is the compatible
Hello.
executable file it is available. Yeah, go ahead, please. Somebody has a question. Okay, somebody's microphone is on. Shyamala, your microphone is on. Do you have any question? Or can you hear me? Cool. Here we can take the version. What is that you can take the compatible version. You can take it here. Then you would be installing to your machine. We are going to install here. This installation is simple and straightforward. There is nothing much we can discuss here. So you take the executable file, then you're going to install this package. You are going to install here. Yeah, this is the one thing you have to install. Okay, let me put this here. Okay, in the link, I'm going to add it here. Mac, like depends on your operating system you choose, and then you install this. Okay, let me. Where did I come here? Okay, this is a place where you are going to download the JDK. We are going to download it here. This is a paste I'm doing here. This is a location where you can download. Once you install the JDK, the JDK installation is setup is done. Then you ensure that JDK is installed properly or not. By going to the command prompt, you just type the command called the Java hyphen version. We are going to say that here. So if you get this without any error, Java version, if it shows that here, the installation is proper. There is no issue with the installation. This is the first step. You have to ensure that. Okay. And the next one is IntelliJ IDE. So if we take this IDE is the integrated development environment where we have got the Java has got the plenty of IDEs are available. The Eclipse, NetBeans, MyEclipse. So like this, we have got the multiple IDs are available. The most popularly used IDEs is IntelliJ IDEA, and then we have a NetBeans, and another one is Eclipse. So we are going with the IntelliJ. We are going with that here. Just you can browse for the IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, download. We are going to say that here. Now here, if you look at here, you have got the two editions you are having here. IntelliJ IDEA for Ultimate. So this is a 30 days free, and then we have to pay for that. So there is a community edition. This community edition is good enough for us to work with that. Just go to the IntelliJ IDEA community edition. So Java developer, you can download this and install the package you are going to install it here. Okay, let me copy this here link. This IDE, just you install that here. Once you are done with this IDE installation, okay, this is what you are going to do this here. The IDE we are going to install. Then there is a this once you get this IDE, the installation is done. Then you will be creating the projects and what are the applications you are going to develop by. You will be using the IntelliJ IDE. We are going to use it here. And then next one is a Maven. So the Maven, there is no executable file as such. Okay, Maven is a Maven. If you take that here, you are going to get a one zip file. We are going to get it here. So Maven, you will be getting the zip file. You are going to get it here. You extract this zip file, or you can use the if you are a Mac user by using the brew command. You can install the Maven. You can install. Okay, or you can extract this file and in your class path you can add this is what you can add it here. Okay, in the system environment variables, if you are a Windows view user, in system environment variables you are going to add the Maven, you are going to add it here. Okay, if it is a Linux sorry Mac the users, use the brew command and install the Maven so that it would be simple and be easy to do that. Okay, so this is just I'll keep this link. Okay, here you are going to I'm going to put this Maven. I'm going to put here. Okay, Maven. We are going to add this here. Okay, this is a place where you can go and download, or you can use the brew command. You can use it here download. Same thing. You need to do the git. We are going to install here. Git bash. We are going to download. Okay, git bash download. We are going to take this here. This is a git bash. Depends on your operating system. You choose and you install that here. Okay. This is another thing. Git sem. We will be downloading and we are going to install. Okay. This is another thing. So these are the basic things we have to install here. And at the same time, we create a one GitHub repository. We are going to create it here. Okay. So from the day one, okay, like what are the Java programs you are going to write it here? You will be creating the Maven project. So we will be creating the Maven project. So this Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. Okay. So this will help us the standardize the directory structure and at the same time maintaining the your dependencies like no, the like building the your project. This all the things it does the it will help us to automate that. Okay. So the Maven, whenever you take the any Maven project, so first when you are creating the Maven project will have the standard directory structure. This standard directory structure, if you take that here, this is what it looks like. Like no, here you will have a project. You will be creating the project. Like no, let's this project name is we are going to create it as a hello world. We'll make it as a symbol. Hello world. We are going to make it as a this is my project name. And here it will have the subdirectories. Okay, the subdirectories are it will be something like src main Java. The subdirectories you will have here src main Java, and here we have the src main resources, src test Java, and then there will be a src test resources, src test resources. Okay, this is what you would be having the a standard directory structure. You will have it here. The Maven project, whenever you take a Maven project, it is a small project or big project, this would be the directory structure. Like no, when you create any simple Maven project, you will have this is the directory structure. It will have it here, and there will be a one file name called the form.xml file. There is a here you will have a one file in this root directory itself. There is something called the form.xml. These are the things it contains here. Like now, when you take this here, when you create a Maven project, whenever you create a Maven project, these are the direct hello world. These are my project name. It will have the src main Java, src main resources, test Java, test resources, format. All your source code will be going to the src main Java. All your configurations will go to the src main resources. And to test Java, this is the place where you will be writing the test cases. SRC test resources, this is the place where you will give the test configuration. And this is a form.xml file, project object model. This is a place where you are going to tell what is the version of the my JDK I am going to use it in this project. What are the libraries are required? Everything you will be adding inside the form.xml file. So this is a standard directory structure, like across the developer to have a common understanding where to put the code and where your test cases are available. The Maven has suggested Maven has standardized the directory structure. This is the directory structure for the Maven. Okay, at this point of time, the Maven, if you get to know that this is a directory structure, that's good enough. And when you are taking the JDK, so JDK in the JDK, when you are saying here, yeah, go ahead, please. When you're taking the Java, whenever you're learning the Java, we are going to install the JDK. JDK stands for the Java Development Kit, and internally it will have the something called the JRE, Java Runtime Environment, and the JVM. These are the keywords. JDK is a Java Development Kit. This Java development kit comes with the JRE, internally it comes with the JRE, and the JRE internally it contains the JVM. So when you are a developer, in order to develop the application and run applications in your machine, we are going to install the JDK. JDK contains the tools, debuggers, and libraries to develop the Java application. JRE is the Java runtime environment. To run application whichever you developed by the JDK, we developed in JDK, to run that we require a JRE. JVM is a Java virtual machine. It is a part of the JRE. Whenever you run the any Java application which is going to start the Java runtime environment, and this JVM will is going to execute your bytecode into the machine understandable language. The conversion it is going to do according to the operating system. It does the conversions. JDK, JRE, and JVM. These are the keywords. These are the things you will be listening very often. So Java is a programming language, and when it comes to the JDK, Java Development Kit, JRE is a Java runtime environment, JVM is a Java virtual machine. Cool. So now here, how we are going to use the JDK, how we are going to use the JRE, and how you will be using the JVM. Like we have done the Java installation, we have done that here. Okay, let's see if you look at here. When you are taking here Java minus version, I'm saying here, which is going to tell that hey, you have installed the JDK. This is version you installed. In JDK 11, I guess they have given the new concept called the J shell. There is a new concept which they introduced. Java also you can make it as an interactive programming by using the J shell. Okay. This is a J shell, we can use it here. This J shell is an interactive shell where you can, how you are typing if you are having the experience with the Python. So the moment you type the line and if you enter, then immediately it is going to execute. To make that interactive shell, so Python, Java also has introduced the new concept called the J shell. So now here I'll just show you that here. J shell I'm going to write it here, and this will be connected with the welcome to J shell version is this for an introduction to type. Just they're asking to type help intro. Okay, I'm going to type this here. Then it is saying that here. J shell tool allows you to execute Java code, getting immediate result. You can enter the Java definition, variable, method, class, like int x equal to 8 Java expression like x plus. This is the basic introduction they are going to give it here. There are also commands that allow you to understand what are you doing, like list for for a command. Just you can type the help. You can type it here. So slash, I'm going to say it as a help. I'm saying here what it is doing here help. Then there is a several options it is having here. List, edit, name, drop, okay, save, open, where, okay, I too didn't try all these things, reload, help, just we are going to set as a slash, we'll put it as a list, help, I'm going to say it as a slash list, I'm saying here, what it says, we just will see that here, no, it did not, slash help, we are going to say it as a list, okay, open list, start list, all, name of the list, it is going to show that here. Okay, fine. So what we are doing here is here we are going to take it as a 8 plus 8 equal to how much I want to know that here, which is going to display it as a 16. And here if you want to print some message, system.out.println, I'm going to say it as a welcome to Java world. Welcome to Java world. Just I'm writing this is what I'm writing here, which is printing here. Suppose if I'm taking the int number equal to or var number equal to, I'm going to take it as a number equal to 19, I'm taking here. And for loop, I'm going to write it here. For int I equal to 1 to I less than or equal to 10 and I plus plus. I'm going to write a loop, I'm going to run it here, where we are going to say it as a, so system dot out dot println. So where I'm going to print it as a number plus, I'm going to say that here number plus, I'm going to print it as a star plus I plus equal to, I'm going to say it as a number into I. Something I'm saying here, number into I, I'm going to say that here, end the statement and close the for loop and execute, which is going to print the 19th table, it's printing here. Like this is a way you can write a interactive code, we can write it in interactive code, we can write it by using the shell script. Sorry, JShell, not shell script. JShell, you can use it here. Like once you install the Java, whether it is installed properly or not, like you don't get this feature if you're using the JDK below 11. Okay, if you're using the JDK 11 and above, you get this feature. JShell, you will get it here, where you can make it as your programs. You can write it interactively. You can write it here. So this is a one way. Like, but the thing is that you cannot use the interactive shell for the developing the application. Where this JShells will be useful is, suppose you are working in a project, you want to execute some code where how it is behaving, you want to test that. Then that is a scenario. So you can go and execute the JShell. You can execute, not for the developing the application. So whenever you are working with the Java, everything is we are going to write it like a class and you will be executing that. Suppose if I'm taking here, hey, I want to write a simple Java program, I want to write it here. Let me go back to this. Yeah, I want to write a Java JShell. We understood that, but you can make it as interactive. How do you write a simple hello world application? So once you have done the dev setup, once you have done these installations, now as a first thing is we need to ensure that whether things are working or not, we need to test that. So what we are going to do here is we will be creating the, like here we'll create a one directory. We'll create a one directory. We are going to create it here. So mkdir, I'll be saying it as a, this directory name is a Java underscore WS. Okay. Java underscore WS I'm making here. CD Java underscore WS. I'm going to the Java workspace. I'm going here. LS, if I look at here, I don't have the anything. So it's an empty directory. LS, if I look at here, I don't have anything. It's an empty directory. And where I'm in, the present directory is users data and Java WS we are having here. So now here, what I'm doing here is I'm going to create a one new Java file. I'm going to create it here. Here I'm going to create a one new Java file I want to create. This Java file, when you are creating the Java file, you can create by using the command prompt, or you can open the notepad and you can create that here. So in case here we are going to say it as a touch. Okay, I'll be saying it as a hello world dot Java. Okay, I'm creating the one new file I'm creating here. ls minus l if I ls minus l if I take that here, this is a file. We created a one file. Hello world we created here. Okay, hello world dot Java we are creating here. Now if you are taking here, this is what we are saying here. Whenever you are creating the Java program will be hello world.java I created here. This is my file name I created here. This file can be open in gedit. What are the editors you are having here? You can edit with that. Okay, we can edit with the this is a file we can edit. So here we are going to edit VI. I think VI it works in hello world.java. So this is a place. I just open the file I opened. Now I'm going to type it here. So public, I'm going to set as a class hello world. Okay, open the curly brace, and here we are going to write it as a public static void main. So string array as a args. Okay, we are going to say this here, and here we are going to say it as a system.out.println. So where we are going to say it as a welcome to Java world. Welcome to Java world. We are going to say that here, and you are going to close this here, and we are going to close this here. Look at this here. Whenever you write the Java program, it is something like this here. Public, everything you do, we are going to write it here. Let me explain this here. What is this? When you are writing the any Java program, so this is a basic syntax we are going to write it here. This is a basic syntax you will be writing here. Now here you are writing the public class hello world, and then here we have a main method. Then inside the main method, you're going to write the what is the message you want to print it here, and you would be writing this you are going to close it here. Okay. Now, if you look at this syntax, the class beginning and class end, method beginning and method end, and in between, like class can have the multiple methods. Method inside, you are going to write a multiple statements. You are going to write it here. In this case, we are writing a statement system.out.println welcome to Java world. You are written a simple message system.out.println where we are going to print it as a welcome to Java world. Now this is a class hello world you are writing here. This hello world example, whether it is working or not, we want to test that. Now here we have written a program we have written here. So just I'm going to WQ, I'm going to say that here. I think gedit. Let let me try this here. Okay, gedit is not there. It is saying that here. Gedit to be, it is not there. It is saying here. Okay, here you look at here from the UI. If you want to go there, not documents. It is in the users. Uh, okay, you are in, we created in this directory, pwd, we created present working directory. What I'll do, I'll come back to one directory back. Move users data Java WS. Okay, here we are going to say that as a desktop. I'm moving to the desktop. Okay, here if I look at here, home recent or documents, if I look at here, documents, uh, okay, okay, desktop, I'm going here. Oh, this is went to the settings. Where is this? Okay. This is a different location. Not sure. Yeah, this is a confusion for me in these directories. Okay. What I'll do here is, I already we have a Java workspace here. So just I want to, oh, like open with the one ID. I want to open that here. I'm not sure how I can move CD desktop. I can ls if I look at this here. Oh, okay. It doesn't have the permission. It is saying that here. Okay, cool. CD dot CD Java WS. Okay, here we are going to change this. Okay. Just I'm trying to use this not such a directory or anything. It is saying that here. So ls if I look at here CD I'm changing the desktop. I'm going to change it here ls not permitted. Operations are not permitted. Okay, it's strange. So I'll do one thing, not to make you so much, not to make confusion or not to get confusion. Here we are going to create a one new folder. We are going to create it here. Whatever we have done that here, Java, CMD example, command line examples. We are going to say that here. Okay. This is a place where we want to create a one new file. We want to create it here. In Mac, to create this is a new folder. What we could do here is new file, you can create it here. New, I'm going to create it as a text document. We want to create it here. Or you can create a one text document and we can save that here into this example. Now here we are going to take it as a text editor. You take it here. What are the text editor we are having here? You take the text editor. And this is a place where we are going to save this program. Control S if I'm clicking on here, not in a document. Okay, here we are going to the take to the documents. Inside the documents, okay, inside the documents we have got the inside the documents we created a folder. Where is this? Okay, Java CMD examples we created here, and here we are going to give this my file name as a hello world, hello world dot Java. I'm going to set as a hello world dot Java. I'm going to give it here. And in the CMD examples, we are going to save this here. Okay. Okay. This is a file name. Okay. It's saying that rich text. Here it is saying that as a format is a rich text. So we don't want to give the rich text format. I think how it behaves here. And hello world.java. I'm going to say that here. So this is a program which is going to create it as a hello world.java. It's created here. How it's created, just we can now cross check here. Hello world.java, it's created here. This is not correct. Okay, it is creating it as a RTF format. It's creating here. Okay, no, this is not correct. This is not correct. What I'll do here is the simplest way is we can do that here if you're using in Mac. Open the terminal at this folder where you can say that here touch. Okay, we'll say it as a hello world.java. Okay, this is going to create a one new file. It's going to create it in this directory. Okay. This is a new file will be created. Hello world.java. It's created here. Now you can open with the your what are the text editor, whatever you are having here editor. You can open. So currently it is empty. Currently it is empty. We don't have anything. So here we are going to write it as a code. We will be writing here. So that's a code. I'm going to write it here. Okay. Okay. This is a code. We are going to write it here. Public. Okay. This is really font size is too small. Edit, and here we are going to set as a edit format. View edit, I don't know, text edit L. Okay, where I want to text, we want to increase the font. Okay, font, show fonts. Okay, I'm going to make it as a 18. I'm making 24. I'm making here. Just you will be closing this here. Now here we are writing it as a public class hello world. Okay, what are the name you have given here? The same class name, the file name and class name should be the same. And here we are going to open the bracket and we are going to close that here. This is my class beginning and the class ending. And here we are going to write it as a public. Then we are writing a main method, static void main string array as the argument args. And here we are going to method beginning and method end. If you look at this here, what we are saying is here, whenever you take any Java classes you are writing here, this file name, whatever the class name and your file name must be the same. This is the signature of the main method. At this point of time, don't worry, what is this public static void main? So this is a main method signature. So just you remember this main method signature, and when you are discussing upcoming session, you will understand why you are making this method as a public static void main. You'll get to know the details. And what are the logic you want to write here? You will be writing inside these curly braces, opening curly braces, closing curly braces. Here we are going to write it here. Here we are printing a simple message, system.out.println. Println, we will be saying it as welcome to Java world. Welcome to Java world. We are going to write it here. Okay, welcome to Java world, and it works this here. Now this is what we have written here. Now you save this program, Control S. We are going to do this here, Command S. Now I have saved this program. Now, what I want to do here is, what are the program you have written here, the Java command line example. Now, this is the Java program I have written, and this program needs to be executed. In order to execute this program, first thing is this is a written in a high-level language. You have written like a English, public class, hello world. We can read it here. This has to be converted into the what machine can understand. What machine can understand, like this high-level language we have to compile, and we need to convert it into the what mission can understand. To convert this high level language into the mission understandable language, we use the compiler called the Java C. Java C stands for the Java compiler. The moment you compile this program, it will check the syntax, like no, the Java C, where this Java C is available, it is available as a part of the JDK. It is available as a part of the JDK. Java C is a Java compiler. We are going to take this program and we will be compiling that by using the Java C command. If the compilation is a success, then it will generate a intermediate file called the dot class file. It will generate a dot class file. This dot class file is something, it looks like this. Hello world dot. It will generate a dot class file. So the name of the file name it would be hello world.class. This is the name of the file. Name of the dot class file it is going to generate. There will not be any brackets. This is the name it is good. This is with this name. What is your file name? And it will have the dot class is the extension. It will have it here. Once you compile high level code into the mission understandable code, in other programming languages, it will generate the directly executable files. But in case of the Java, it will generate an intermediate file called the dot class file. This dot class file contains the bytecode instructions. Bytecode instructions it contains here. These bytecode instructions are specific to the JVM. Now, in order to run this dot class file, we need to start our runtime environment, and by giving this dot class file into the memory, by loading this dot class file. For that, we will use the command called the Java. We use the command called the Java. I'll be saying it as a Java, and give your class name. What is the class name? Just you are going to give it here, Java, and here we are going to say it as your class name, hello world. We will be saying that, no extension, nothing. So Java command is a Java runtime environment. It will load this dot class file into the memory, and it will convert this bytecode instructions into the underlying operating system. What operating system you are using? Underlying operating system, it is going to be converted and the program gets executed. Now, first thing is we need to compile. What are the file we created here? We created a hello world. To compile this program, you would be using the Java C. Hello world, I'm going to say that here. And if you look at here, ls, you got the two files. One is your source code, another one is a dot class file. This dot class file contains the bytecode instructions. In order to execute the dot class file, we would be using the command called the Java hello world. We are going to use it here. No class name, nothing. Just you are going to execute. It is printing the welcome to Java world. Welcome to Java world. So first you created a one Java program. You created a one file hello world.java, and you have written a source code in that. You have written a source code in that. And what are the source code? What are the source here? The source code you have written here. The text editor, if I'm opening here, you can see here, this is the source code you have written. This is the source code you have written. This is a source code you have written here, and this source code you can also use the vi hello world dot java. I can use it here, command prompt also. This is what you have typed, the source code you have typed here. And once you type this code, now we need to execute this program. In Java, in order to execute this program, we use the first you write the source code. So here we have done these are the steps. Hello world dot Java I created here. To compile this program, I use the Java C hello world dot Java I have given, which is generated the dot class file is generated. Once it is generated here, and to execute this file, we use the command called the Java hello world I have given here, which is going to run this. And once it's run successfully run, it is going to generate a output on the console. It's going to generate here hello world Java C hello world dot Java and Java hello world. We are going to run this here. So this will ensure that your JDK installation is a proper. JDK installation is a proper. Like now, what are the dev environment we have done that here? Just we are checking that whether things is working up fine or not. Now, the same thing we can create a project by using the IntelliJ IDE. You might have installed the IntelliJ IDE. So just you can open the IntelliJ IDEA. We are going to say that here. And if you open this here, IntelliJ IDEA, already I opened here. Uh, like now, if you are opening the first time, if you are opening the first time, okay, this is what just I'm going to close it here. And you can open the IntelliJ IDEA. When you open this here, this is what it will be opening for you. And you just say that new project. Okay, you create a new project. So you will say it as a, this a project name is hello world. We are going to say that here. And here you can choose the Maven project and the default Java and JIT. What are the default options are there? You select it as it is. And here we are going to change the directory. I want to create a in Java workspace. I want to create in a Java workspace command line example. This is a place where I want to create a one new project. I want to create it here. You can give whatever the directory you want. You create it here, and you can add the sample code. We can add it here. So like generate code with the onboarding tip or like just you create a one Java. You select the Maven and create a project. So this would create a one Maven project for you. And if you look at here, Maven project directory structure, then you have the standard directory structure earlier I discussed. SRC main Java and resources, SRC test Java, and then there is a one more folder is missing, that is a resources. Okay, we can add it here. This is the standard directory structure Maven will have. Like this is what first thing we discussed. Whenever you create any Maven project, it will have the SRC main Java, SRC main resources, SRC test Java, SRC test resources, and form.xml file. If you look at here, this is what SRC. These are my project name: SRC main Java, SRC main resources, SRC test Java, SRC test resources. We have got all the things you are having here. And there is something called the form.xml file. This is a place where it is going to tell that here what is the JDK version it is going to use it. Now, whenever you want to create any source code, we will create a first package com.careerit dot. I'm going to say it as a JFS Java full stack. I'm going to say it as a day one. Or Java, we will say it as a let's take it as a JFS. I'm going to say that here. JFS sample. This is a project, the directory name. I'm going to create a package name I'm creating here. In this project package, I'm going to create it as a com.careerit, my com.careerit, reverse of the domain name. This is a project name, JFS is a project name, and here we are going to set as a sample is a submodule, you can take it here. Now I'm going to create a new class I'm creating here. Hello world, I'm going to create it here. This is a hello world, I'm creating the class. So it is open the curly brace and close the curly brace, and this first statement is a package name, and here we are going to write a main method I'm writing here. Public static void main. This is what system.out.println hello world. System.out.println. We are going to set as hello world. Now here we are going to execute this hello world I'm executing. So this is a printing the output is hello world. This will ensure that your IDE, the project creation, everything is working fine. To ensure that the IDE is working and the Java setup is done and the Maven is also working fine. To test that, just you can create a one new project you create, Maven project you created in your IDE. Then you create a one package you create, and inside that package you just add the other world class and you use it. Suppose if I want to create it tomorrow one more class, just we are going to set as a sum of two numbers. I'm going to say that the sum of two numbers is my class. I want to add the two numbers. I want to add it here. Main method into number one equal to, I'm going to take the 1010 I'm taking here. Into number two equal to, I'm going to say it as the value is 1090. I'm going to say that here. So then finally I want to print the sum equal to number one plus number two. SYS out of the sum of number one and number two is what is the value you are going to print it here, and I'm going to run this here, sum of two numbers, which would be printing it as the sum of 1001 and 1010 and 1020 is the 2100. It is going to say that here. This is the message we are going to print it to. The messages will be printed by using the system.out.println. What are the message you are writing here? Suppose you, for your own message, you are going to put it in a double quotes. And for that, we are adding the number one plus number one value at the number one, we are concatenating, and you would be printing the formatted output. You are going to print it here. This is a way you can create any number of classes you can create, and you can test that here. Now we are sure that the 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 IDE is also working fine. There is no issues. There is no issues. The things are fine. Now the next thing is we need to create a GitHub. GitHub you need to create it here. And here, what are the project I created here? I need to push to the my GitHub. Okay. We will take it as a, if you log in with the GitHub. Okay, this is a GitHub account. You create a one account in your like no, you create a one GitHub account. You create, once you are done with the GitHub account, you can create a one new project. You can create it here. Just I'm going to set as a hello world. I'm going to create a hello world. I'm going to create it here. This is saying that already hello world repository is available. You cannot use the same repository. It is saying here hello world. Hello world. If I'm taking here hello world, already it is available. So what I can do here is I can delete this repository. Okay, just I'm going to delete delete this repository. I want to delete this. Okay, just you are going to type this. If you type that here, they will allow you to delete. Okay, just I'm going to say that here, delete this repository. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to create a one new repository. I'm going to create it here. This is a place where I will say that here, hello world. Hello world. I'm going to say that as a hello world repository I'm creating here, and we are not making it as anything private, or just we are making everything as public. Okay, I created a repository. Now they are giving the a couple of options they are giving here. Hey, if you are creating a new repository, use the command line. These are the commands they are saying here. I'm not going to do any experiments. I'm going to say it as it is. I'm going to do whatever they are saying here. Okay, first I'm going to initialize the gtinit. I'm going to initialize. I'm going to the my this directory. Okay, open the terminal here. Open the terminal here. I'm going to say that as you add paste this here gtinit. I'm initializing the gtinit. So git status, I'm going to take that here. Okay, this is what it is added here. Idea, this is a workspace, it is going to add it here. One thing you do that here, then you add a one new file called the dot git ignore. Dot git ignore. Okay, already it is available. It is saying that here git ignore file is already available. It is saying that here. Okay, dot git ignore already available. What I can do here is I want to ignore this file. Okay, copy this dot git ignore file. I don't want to push that code. Just I'm going to add this here. Now I'm going to check this here. Git status, I'm going to check this here. Still it is coming. We shouldn't be pushing this idea workspace.xml file. We shouldn't be pushing that here. No, I don't know. This is this file shouldn't, we shouldn't be pushing that. Okay, here we are going to say that star. I'll take this git status. No, it is still adding that. We shouldn't be pushing this file. Okay, let me take the help. Okay, this is where I'm going to say that here. Git ignore how to add that here. Git clean minus idea. They are saying that here. Okay, you can do this. Okay, or here they are saying that you can do this here. Okay, we'll see this here. Okay, git status. I'm going to check this here. No, this still it is there. Okay, anyway, so now what we can do here is we can ignore this file while adding. We will be adding the manually. We are going to add it here. Okay, cool. Uh, Other options they are saying is that this did not work. Okay, this, okay, first they are saying that here you do this, remove the file. Okay, I'm going to remove this file. Okay, git rm slash star. I'm going to do this here. No, this is not going to delete. So when you are saying here, this should be a recursive file. No such a file or directory. Okay, anyway, that's not that trivial. Okay, the removing this file is not happening. What we are trying to do here is this, what unwanted files we shouldn't be pushing that here. Okay, this another guy is saying that you can use this here, copy. I'm going to say this here. Last right. Okay, rm minus f. Okay, these all the files has been removed. Now we will not have any problem. Now I'm going to check the git status. I'm checking here. So now here we don't have the any other things. Just these are the files we want to commit. Cool. Because like no, whatever you want to ignore, those files you will be writing inside the. We are going to write it inside the .git ignore. These files will not be pushed to the your GitHub. Okay, cool. After adding that, they are saying that here this is a this is what like no GitHub they are saying here. Hey, first you add the git in it. You, if you want, you can add the readme file or you can skip that here. Now here we are going to say that here git commit. I'm going to say that as a git commit. Okay, I'll be saying it as a git commit minus m. First commit you are going to say that here. And the next thing is we are going to do here. Okay, we will understand details, guys. First, I'm going to show that here, like whatever you have done the installation, whether things are working or not, just we are checking that here. Now here we are going to set as a one more step you are going to execute here. You are creating a main branch, you are going to create it here. And then we are going to add the remote repository, we are going to add it here. Copy remote repository. I'm going to say that here. Hey, this is my remote repository. I'm associating the my local repository with the remote repository. I'm going to do this here. Finally, I'm going to push the code. Git, I'm going to push this code to the git push minus u main branch. Now, if I do this here, this code is going to push to the main branch. It is going to push to that here. If you go to the browser, you can see here, if you refresh, the project will be pushed to the here. You can see here. So there is a sample git ignore form.xml file. Okay, this is the place. And if you want to get this code back, you can copy this URL. What I'll do here is I will go to this directory, open in a finder. I'm going to delete this project I'm deleting here. Okay, let me delete this project, move to trash I'm doing here. The project has been deleted. Now, how do I get that project back? Suppose if you want to get that project back, you go to the Git and you just say that clone and give your URL. Okay, this is the URL we are going to give it here and just say that here clone. Then that project will be cloned. I trust this project and this window I'm going to say that here. The new project is going to get from that. Okay, this is what new project is going to get it here. And if you are using this Maven project, just you do the reload the pom.xml file. Just you say that you reload the hello world application. You are going to say that here. Now entire project we got it here. SRC main resources. Now if you look at the hello world example, sum of two numbers. Where is my code? Okay, git pull. I'm going to do this here. Okay, what are the source code I added? All the files are up to date. This is a strange. Seriously, it's strange. We have written our code public class hello world. Hey, where is that? We haven't written anything, is it? We have written, but I think we did not save that. Okay, cool. That's okay. Now here we are going to set as a this a class name. I'm going to set as a this a main method. I'm going to type it here and hello world. I'm going to say that here. Now whatever I'm making the changes, I can commit that here. Added sample message. I'm going to say that here. Okay, sample message and I'm going to commit and push. I'm going to push this here. The moment I push this file, you can see in your source code in GitHub repository. If you go back and if you look at here, where you would be seeing that. Okay, well, hello world. If I look at here, this is a code it is having here. Like, no, what are the Git is like? Let me explain this. So, what is this Git? Okay, whenever you are taking the Git, this Git is used for the version control system. Whenever you're working in a team, there will be a multiple. Oh, yes, I'm running out of time, and we will discuss the tomorrow detail about the each and everything we are going to discuss. So at this point of time, only you can today class you can take it as a we are doing the dev environment and what are the dev environment that we have done, whether things are working or not. We tested that by using the JDK and IDE. We created a hello world example and we tested, and IDE we have used and we created a project and we tested. So the Maven and Git, just we got a little introduction about the Maven and Git, how to use that and how to create a GitHub account. You see that and what are the project I created, just you try to push that here. Like whatever we discussed in the classroom, the recordings will be shared. Just follow that recording and try to do these things. Thank you guys and we'll meet tomorrow and we'll continue our discussion. Thank you. Yeah, I did not give the time to ask the questions, and we will discuss tomorrow more details, and we'll have the interactive session. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.